Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we had started making Aog foods, which is really nice because that will help us make Aogs, which we are mainly going to focus on in this episode as soon as I can watch where I'm driving. But first, naturally, we are going to have a couple of few issues to fix. Because I have figured out why my mall is not producing that much, besides the fact that it's missing iron. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this car here because obviously I can't drive. I hope I have better luck running on this Nextly tiles. So the reason why the mall is not making anything is because it doesn't get any iron. That's nothing new. We knew that already. But I do realize that I have a funny way of getting to this place. This will probably lead to me not finding my car later on, but what else is new? So the reason for why it's not getting any any iron is because we have another station using up all the iron with a much higher priority, and I'm going to change this priority. I would like this to have request priority -1 from now on, and I would like to have this not... Wait a minute, what is this? Okay, this is not the place I was looking for. Ah, I see. So as I was saying, we have a station that is not... Oh, Jesus Christ, do you have to go all the way around there? Sure, why not? So all the iron at the moment is becoming rich dust, because we have this little mechanism which takes iron, makes iron sticks, and uses sand extractor to make rich dust. And while that's a very effective recipe, it's using up a lot of iron, essentially. So that's why I'm going to set this request priority to -1. But then that by itself will not actually help that much, because I also need to change the requests provider for the mall, which is what I'm going to do. Thank you, robots. So I'm going to set this to 0. I could just remove it, but setting it to 0 helps reminding me that I might want to change it in the future. So this should hopefully lead to some more iron for the mall, which should lead to more robots, more things, more everything, more awesomeness. Now, there are naturally a couple of other things I would like to fix. One of them being the key salt plantations. And now you might be thinking, again? And yes, actually again. Because as it turns out, the production is working very well. There's nothing wrong with that. However, oh dear Lord, that train was fast. Can I please back in here? Thank you. The thing is that at the moment a lot of these things are becoming seeds. So I would like to stop exporting seeds, and actually I would like to stop exporting or delay the exporting of raw fibers as well. So what I would like to do is, well, yeah, this one can just be removed completely. As can some things in my inventory, maybe. Okay, that one can actually remain. So let's see, what do I want to keep? Would like to keep the moss. The trees are pretty useful. Here is some things I don't need at the moment. You can have back those seeds. And let's change this one to 50 actually. Good. I think this might help solve a few problems. And just to speed things up a bit, we can also... Do we have any? Of course we don't. We will also be placing down 2 new shiny plantations here. Just to help speed things up. And in order to kickstart them, I would just like to have a few of these key sulk inserted into them. Otherwise, they don't do any much. So please have this and this. Now those are going to be extremely slow in the beginning, but eventually it should help fix things later on. Good. Now that that's out of the way, let's move on, I think. Greetings, robots. How nice of you to come here. Thank you very much. I would actually like to destroy the old keysulk production that I have set up close to my parking and close to parts of the green science production up here. Because eventually we would like to get rid of all the old things and only use city blocks everywhere. The reason why we built it here was because we had the clay over here. But now that we have a completely independent setup, dear me. We no longer need this production. This is... Oh, damn it. I actually do need this production. For the only reason that it's producing steam. Fine, I didn't think about that. Here, have some keysulk. You can actually probably continue. Where is that? I think we might have a steam pipe over here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's use it. I'm changing my mind more than once, because that's how I roll. So now we don't need these raw fibers, which means that we don't need the key sulk. The only thing we need is more space in our inventory. But can't have that, can we? Why do I have that much landfill? Come on. Good. Peace and quiet. Now that that's very much out of the way, we can use this key sulk to speed up the other production. Can I have the... Nope, apparently I cannot, because I have so much other trash in my inventory. Okay, how about now? You may get rid of the moss, maybe some key sulk seeds, and give me those things back. And actually, I would like to take some of these titanium plates, because the research is mainly missing titanium. So just to help speed things along, because it's not like we will be having a lot of titanium plates because of the decreased priority for the rich dust. So that's just why I'm changing this, or manually feeding the research with some titanium. Good! Ah, dear me. So much stuff to do. But it feels like we're making progress. For some values of progress, naturally. Great. And one more. And that, and maybe you might want to have a belt. Here, have some seeds. Good, now we have 5 of these. Here, have some key sulk. And now we are probably going to be producing some biomass here. I would just like to look at this. One, two, three, four, and blam! 280 biomass. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like a lot. Hello, Roboport. You might have some power. Now you have power. And naturally we are very much in the way. Okay. So what we will be needing for this episode is a lot of Auog paddocks, which requires soil and iron. And that's actually just it. Soil and iron. Okay. Do we have any soil somewhere? Only one way to find out. I would like to know producers mainly. No? Oh, wait, of course. That's the one. That's very far away. That's far away. I would really like to have a sorting mechanism on this. Eh. Oh, right, we have some over there. Let's go grab it. As you can see, I'm being quite generous now with the placement of Nixley tiles. And the only reason for that is that I know that I have some in storage. About 9,000 of them, I think, if I remember correctly. Ah, 8.9k. Okay, Auog. Yay, that's one. Good start, but it's not quite enough. How are we doing with iron plates here? No iron plates, no, yes, some iron plates, good. Auog barracks. Okay, 3, that's a good start, I guess. Where did I put my car? I put it down here somewhere, didn't I? There it is. Okay. What is the closest rail? It's over there. Good. Not sure I actually need the car that much though. But at least if I go to it, then I know where it is. So let's get the car. Thank you. Then something I also have thought, I just realized that I have thought about doing, which I will do now before the other thing, is that I have these roboports. And I would like to connect these roboports down here to the ones further up. Something like that, yes. Excellent. Apparently roboports also need power. So this combines our networks and will make use of all the construction robots that were idling down here. We do want our robots to finish constructing the train grid at some point. And now it just so happens that we have a bit of landfill left over. So I will just be using this to get rid of it more or less and make some room in my inventory. And at the same time also prepare another city block area. Ah, that's it. I have some extra landfill, so why not? Vroom, 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 vroom. Thank you, autosave. Thank you very much. Oh, and our research is almost completed. That's interesting, because that will give us a clean way to make borax. Although we already have a quite clean way to make borax. But now we will actually have an even cleaner way, I think. Because of sea sponges. We already have an indoor swimming pool in this area, so we don't need to make another one. Oh, and we're out of other stuff to research. That's interesting. I do remember there's something called bedding. And I would very much like to proceed in this direction. And along the way, I would also like to go for rare earth technology, because that just keeps showing up. So I might just as well research it. Aluminum processing sounds like a good idea. Nickel, I don't think I need it that much at the moment. So bedding again. Land animals. Mukmoks. Cork legs. And that's it for now. Very well. I also think it's time to change how this intersection is working, or rather how it's not working. Because this isn't really that much of an intersection, really. It's planned to become an intersection, but at the moment it's more of a mess. It's a mess. Like always, everything is just a mess. Now it might start to look a bit more like an intersection, though we're not quite done yet. That's more like it. And actually it's not even filled in, why not? Thank you. So the thing is that we want to... Okay, this seems to be the old intersection without track switching. So we need to have a couple of train stations naturally. Oh dear me. If my robots can only work a bit faster, I wouldn't have to do this by myself. Sorry robots, I'm not complaining. I love you. You're very important to me. And I don't want to park you there. Thank you. So, this is going to be an Auogs city block. And the reason for this is that Auogs are very useful. Naturally. Mainly because they produce manure, which isn't as shitty as it sounds. It's actually very useful. So we are going to need more stuff, I believe. Is it iron? No, it's simple circuit boards. Okay. If it's not one, it's the other. So Auog, and this is going to be item requester. So please make me a warehouse. Please just take everything that's a possible train comes with and just put it in this. Please. Be so kind and do that. Didn't I? Yes, exactly. I do have a medium electric pole. Woohoo! Power. I have a feeling that that power pole is not connected. Exactly, it's not. I need more power poles. So you see this list of mall things we are requesting at mall suddenly got a lot smaller because now we need steel. So we have gotten an iron delivery apparently. Let's be a bit conservative with the big power poles. Excellent. Oh dear. So, what are we going to request here? One thing is Auog food, naturally, but that's not everything, because the thing is that we will also be wanting cages in order to capture Auogs or something, not sure. Grow them? I mean, it's kind of mean, really. And this is a requester, so let's make it provide nothing. And then let's have Auog food set to -200, or actually a bit less, 1200. Although I would like to have a request threshold of 200. Because the things I will be requesting is usually not transferred in that big piles, I think. So I'll need some iron, solder and titanium. Iron plates. This is naturally comes in huge piles. Titanium plates, that we don't have that much of. And solder. Great. Wait, what? Why is there... no... Oh dear. Okay, do you have electricity now? Yes, you do. Woohoo! Awesome. Now, let's see. How are we doing with Auog food? I'm not sure, but let's start putting up some of these. And we're going to need quite a lot, but hey, we have to start somewhere, right? Damn, these things are huge. So here are the options: caged Auog or manure. And in a lot of cases, we are going to be making the manure, but we will also be needing the moss later on as well. Okay, how about that moss, by the way? Is there any other way besides always requiring carbon dioxide? Only if you make it through log, which is not an option. At least not for me. That's not a good option, at least. And I do need to get some Auog thingies, and I also need an factory, automated factory, in order to get the water required for this. I hope this should be available in this little area. Yes, I love it. Thank you. Actually, could you please allow me to have like up to 400 of these? Thank you. We are going to need some inserters. We are going to need an automated factory, which I still can't make because I need more iron. 161 iron plates, thank you. Good. And then we are sadly going to need a moss farm. And I'm not entirely sure how to get the carbon dioxide required for that. Or actually, I think I might have a solution for it. High pressure furnace. We could actually just request carbon dioxide, but that would require a fluid tank, which is annoying. So what we are going to do is that we are going to request biomass. Which actually we might have another solution, another reason to request later on as well. Because the thing that I actually want to produce here is improved fungal substrate. And that requires biomass. The bones will be made out of Auogs. And the wood we will be requesting, fungal substrate, we'll take a look at. Incubated petri dish just requires empty petri dish. And agar. And agar is made out of seaweed that we can produce locally. Steam is not a problem. And the incubated petri... Wait a minute. This improved fungal substrate gives back an empty petri dish, which is nice. They are recyclable in this loop. Fungal substrate requires log, so we need to be providing that. Biomass we're requesting already. And urea, which we also need to be requesting at some place at least. I'm not exactly sure where I want that production yet, which is why I will wait with it. First things first. Auog food. And speaking of Auog food, how is that production going? It's made over here. 387. You have a provider threshold of 200. So why is nothing happening? Is it possible that... no. Actually, yes! So this one does not have a path to somewhere. Place called Claymon, which isn't really telling us much. Claymon, I mean, where can that be? I should be better at naming my stations. There, of course. There it is. Right. So, in that case, this we can deal with. We just need to fix this rail. Do you have something? Yes, now it's working. So please rename yourself to Keysalk multi-provider, rather item provider. Item provider, multi-provider, same thing. Now this should go to Old Center South. Okay, fine. I'm guessing there will be other requests to wherever. To the Auog item provider. And speaking of train stop names, UFOCat. So this is lubricant requester. And this is tar requester. Now the mall is requesting iron plates again, indicating that it has probably gotten a shipment of something else, maybe steel, or maybe it has just produced the thing that it needed iron for and now it needs to make more things. That's actually very possible, because there are robots that puts out the stuff that the mall is producing. Oh, look at that! We have a request of solder. How very nice. I'm still wondering about the Auog food though. Is it marked as missing? No, but we are missing starch. That's fine. Right, I needed to get some Auogs. Oh, god damn it. It's probably easier to do it this way. I'm not sure why this Auog food production is not automatically delivering something. Because it's set to request just 200. It's set to have 4 locked slots per wagon, but that should not be interfering. That should not be a problem. And look at that. There we go. That's more like it. We just got a delivery. It's to be scheduled. So what I need to get from over here is a bunch of... Oh dear lord. We haven't been making many of these recently, actually. So what I need is to get a couple of Auogs. A bunch of them. Possibly even some plates. Cages, I mean. And that's interesting. This is actually missing the iron. And not anything else. Very interesting. Let's take some caged Auogs as well. Oh, dear lord. Why do you not have any fuel? Because you are missing wood. Why are you missing wood? Probably because you haven't gotten a delivery of it for a long time. Houston, we have a problem. Did someone break the power? Stupid question. Oh dear lord, those are not connected to the grid. Dear me. One might think that if you put big electric poles close to other stuff, then you might, I mean, close to other electric poles, then they might connect together, but in this case they were not close enough. Okay, has that helped things? Yes, it has actually. Just in time for iron oxide delivery. How nice is that? Oh dear me. How has the wood production been looking for like the last... Okay, well, good news is that it wasn't that long ago that we broke it, so I managed to find that problem quite quickly. We have certainly done worse. Or I have certainly done worse. Ugh. That was stupid. That was very, very, very stupid. But now that's another problem fixed. Hopefully. I think. Okay, so biomass and Auog food. Good. So what I would like to have next is an offshore pump. And a big number of pipes, most likely. Because now we do need to fix the water bottles. That is required. Automated factory, yes please. Fill water. Not wax. Water barrel, please. And this naturally needs electricity for some reason. And it will also be needing barrels. Oh dear me. Yeah, thank you. It's very nice to know that we have all these options for filling barrels. That's excellent. Very good to know. Thank you very, very, very much. It would be so much nicer if they would unlock all these recipes when you actually research the fluid, but that would have to be working very differently. So in a way I understand why it's like this, but it's still very, very annoying. So I'm just going to finish up these 2 rows or something like that. Oh, dear Lord. And we have no room in our inventory. What a surprise. No, not the steel plates, please. Give me those steel plates back. Oh, right, the empty barrels barely have any space. Now the bad thing is that I also need to fix some belts as well. Which I think I should have over here. And I might also want to have a couple of more pipes. Because that usually helps. Okay, go back here, please. It takes so much time. Now, while we are in this area as well, I would like very much to have a radar somewhere around here. Just to get some more line of sight or something. Here you can have some Auogs, you can have some Auogs, and you can have some Auogs. Water barrel and Auog food. So this will be empty water barrels and some manure, the results basically. And here we have the water filling mechanism, which will be filling up the water bottles and returning them. And let's do it something like this, I think, actually. So take a couple of barrels, please. Thank you. I will probably need to refill that later on, just to have some more barrels in circulation, because this is not a lot at this time. We can have another one over here. So let's just get 2 of these started for now at least. It has more inputs than more outputs than inputs, which is why I'm using fast inserters for the outputs. Okay, that's the water barrels. Now we do just need to have the food as well. And just to have it be a bit, yeah, go to all the Auog paddocks. I'm putting it over here instead. Oh, you will be delivering me some iron. How very nice of you. Okay, this should be making us Auog food, so then we will naturally be needing a splitter. I mean, this is going to make us some manure. So please have an empty barrel to the right. Thank you. And then you may also export things, please. Ah, dear me. So this is Auog item provider. It's naturally a multi-provider like most other things. So all we need to do is take the manure and move it into here, and it will be provided. And I'm going to need a lot more bottles in circulation, actually. I think. A lot more barrels. Fine, I can mark off another 2 rows of this. Or 3. Thank you. And this needs to go to the other thing. Do, 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 do. So, let me show you a bit about why this is so useful. First of all, it's going to lead to a massive increase in Favogaya production, but also the Ralesias that we have over here has a recipe that can get 18 Ralesias at once using manure, and the other things are quite easy, as you can see. And that's a big improvement compared to the 7 Ralesias that we have production of at the moment. So 7 Ralesias over 120 seconds or 18 Ralesias over 100 seconds. That's quite the difference, actually. And something else, a very fun fact about the Favogaye is that it will be possible to create sulfur and iron ore out of purely Faugaia, just like that. And also raw coal and some, yeah, a lot of other things actually. And I need more transport belts. And I still haven't fixed the food, the cages and stuff, which we also need to do. So if we just look at, for example, this like, nope, iron ore. Iron ore using Faugaia, that one. Let's show the blood as well, just for the fun of it. First of all, where's my belts? There is my belts, thank you. Then go over there and wait. So how much iron ore are we producing right now? Excellent question. Because we do want something to compare with, right? So say like 125 iron ore. Although at the top here it's like 340, so say like around 200 iron ore maybe. So 200 iron ore, that's not per second, that's per minute. It requires 7 atomizers, that's quite a bit, but not too much. So it's manageable. Using the blood, it would be 4 atomizers. And this is where the fun begins. Using this best recipe that we have access to right now for Faugaia. This is 46. No, it's not, because we are using Faugaia's modules. It's only 5 plantations. Only 5 plantations. And if we would use the blood and use the blood from Ulrichs, I don't have Ulrichs yet. Let's use the blood from Auogs. It's 3 slaughterhouses and let's see, caged Auogs. Caged Auogs using this food recipe, 417. Yeah, right, I don't think so. 15. So as you can see, these are quite powerful recipes, really. And that's why I'm aiming to use them. But in order to do that, there's a whole lot of setup needs to be done. And I bet I'm missing soil and iron plates. How fun. Okay, so if this is the manure, and let's say for the sake of argument that we would like to have another row of these, then they could actually share item inputs and outputs, as long as the belts are not a problem. Is this correctly set up? 1, 2, 3, no. Down 1 step. I put it at the same place, didn't I? Of course I did. How about there? That's better. So these can be making the manure. And then I'm going to need mumble. I'm going to need another old paddock. Oh dear me. Okay, sure. Let's just grab a little bit of tin so that we can make a soil extractor for all the soil, for all the things we are going to need. And please turn off the logistic network. Please turn off the train stop names. The rest you may keep. Do we have any tin ore? Yes, we do. Thank you. Soil extractor. Thank you. Now I'm sure that I will be needing something else sooner or later, but let's see. Let's find out. Okay. So soil extractor is going to need some water, first of all. Luckily, we just happen to have that over here. And I'm just setting this up because I want to produce Auog paddocks, so I don't want to export this or import this or move it anywhere. Damn, I still have a lot of landfill in my inventory. I should have put that away. I believe it's 100 Auog paddocks. Yes. Oh, I can make an Auog powered generator now. That would be very interesting, actually. But I don't have room in my inventory, so I should probably wait with that. Oh, come on, what now? 300! Dear me! Oh, Jesus. I want another soil extractor. They are quite fast, but I mean 300, that's just ridiculous. Come on. Getting closer. Okay, one more. Thank you. Yay, that's one Auog paddock. You might see why I would like to have another soil extractor over here. And actually this could use a little green wire that says that when we have manure less than, I probably want a lot of this, less than 10,000, 8,000, something, a lot anyway. Oh dear me, we only have 148 at the moment. That's nothing. So there we have the manure production, which means that we would need to have some actual caged production as well. And for that we need water barrels, the food, cage and moss. And for the moss, ugh. Must we have a moss? We do must have moss. Okay, so for this, let's say that we would like to have this moss production, and we would like to have only the water and carbon dioxide, I think. Though the fertilizer is starting to be tempting. 53, I don't think so. 5 of them. But that's with 15 of these, so that's like 1 per 3. Okay, that's quite manageable. So in that case, I probably should prepare for having some moss over here. And that's some water, that's some carbon dioxide. And as for how to get the carbon dioxide, I naturally have a solution for this. High pressure furnace. And you may set up residence not that close, preferably over here maybe. Carbon dioxide from biomass, thank you. Biomass, thank you. Fast inserter, thank you. I'm feeling very polite suddenly. And you may go down here somewhere. Which one is the water and which one is the carbon? Okay, of course. As for the water, that has to come from over here. Oh, look, what a coincidence. Thank you very much. Ugh. Oh, I like it when suddenly we actually have big electric poles in the areas where we need them. Great, this is producing moss. The moss needs to go over here. Then the moss will turn around like this. Here we need the Auogs. Thank you. Mumble, mumble, electricity. As always. Because why not? Okay, water barrels. That's fine, that's easy to fix. Although I would like to have it like this. Because that makes it easier to scale the Aoog paddocks. And now these things needs to split, which will likely cause issues. Because now it will be hard to make sure that we have enough barrels for everything. Let's say, for example, that one thing is working while the other is standing still, then nothing is produced. So one easy way to fix that is more barrels, I guess. We could possibly make some kind of requester provider system as well, but overkill at the moment. Okay, that's moss, that's water barrels. Now for the tough parts, we need cage and Aoog food. Well, Aoog food is really easy. Aoog food completed. Cages, however, that's gonna be a pain. Inventory full, yeah. Iron stick, titanium plate, and solder. Okay, so titanium plates can go here. Solder can go here. And then these two may join forces, so to say. And then the titanium plates. No, the iron plates actually. Iron plates can go here maybe. And believe it or not, I'm running out of belts again. Probably not too surprising. Here, have a bunch of barrels, please. Oh dear. We have gotten the manure started, but I haven't gotten as far as I would have liked. But I think that we are soon TM finished for this episode. Oh dear, we have titanium. That's nice. I will steal some. No, I will titanium it. Or something. Oh, belts. Belts, belts, belts. Belts. Thank you. Where was this going? Okay, it's there. Might keep it. So titanium, please go inside here. Thank you. And there was some, yes, the food. Good. Making some space. So this should then produce cages, which we can do here. I think slash hope that this is quite fast to produce. 4 seconds, good enough for me. And I forgot something. Iron sticks. Which actually makes it easier for this one to get the resources. Titanium blade solder, you go in there. Machines start working. Make me some cages. Oh dear. Nine, 11, 13, 15. Oh, that's perfect. Wow. I did not even plan for that, but that's very good that it worked out with such perfect timing. Okay, so now then, these two should be combined and go down. And they should go pretty far down. They should go down even further. They should in fact actually go down to this area. And that's not that much space. I think I would like to have some more space than that. So 1, 2 steps down. That's better. Can't properly explain why, it just feels better. It probably feels better because Roboport is 3 times 3 in size, which means that if I would want to, I would fit a Roboport here. And it's very likely that I might want to at some point. Okay, moss. Why are we not getting any moss? Probably because someone forgot an inserter. That's actually exactly why we didn't get any moss. Good thing is that now we have quite a bit of it. Here, take some moss. And then, whoops. Get started with this, please. Caged Auogs, which we will be bringing further down probably, where we will just be butchering them and processing them. And what's that called? It's not called a hatchery, it's called a slaughterhouse. Where I need titanium plates. Do I have any titanium plates here? Not enough. Don't seem to have it in the chests either. So I guess that might have to wait for the next episode. Dear Lord, this takes a lot of time. I love these big power poles. Great! And then these cages should go back up here. Or here, or even further. Yeah, actually, it would be good if they go even all the way up here. Because we do want to reuse them as much as possible. Again, with the free empty tiles. Oh, wait, of course. At the moment it is a real Aug and not caged Aug. Well, at the moment it's a caged Aug and not a cage. But, well, I am okay with that. So this is where I will stop for this episode. We have gotten quite a bit of progress done. How much manure are we making per minute? 14.4, that's actually not too bad. It's a new record, it seems. A lot better than what we had before, and at the moment I think that the only thing stopping this is the number of Aug paddocks actually, so it's very easy to scale this, which we might do already in the next episode. 360 manure, that's nice. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the Auogs production that we have here, and see you next time.